your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. Hello, everybody. It's Intentional Tuesdays, where we come to refresh our spirits every week and set new intentions. Now, as you can see, I'm in the doctor's office, but I'm still going to make sure that I intentionally show up. Now, what's really interesting about this one, it was supposed to be done, but you guys know when you go to the doctor's office, appointment means nothing. And I'm going to make sure that I don't take any of these, especially since we're on camera. We're not going to do that. Now, today's show is about wanting more. It's nothing wrong with wanting more. Matter of fact, you should. Now, I'm going to let you know, if she comes back in here and get my papers before I leave, I'm going to make sure that I grab them, but I want to be here and I want to make sure that I show up because we have some things to talk about. Now, anybody who knows me, they know that my health history has been just strenuous and just in the ringer. And now it's a little bit of a different story. So today, this appointment is a recap. It's been at least a year since I've seen this particular doctor, and so far it's going well. Everything's going well. But I still got some things to get checked on and looked. Now, when I say this is a really prime example of why you should want more, there was a point for myself that I did not think I could have more. I was content with what I had, my family, my children, the opportunities that presented themselves, but I really didn't see more coming. I didn't. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna be humble and I'm gonna appreciate what I got. I'm going to make sure that I am grateful and that I express my love to those I care about. And I just, you know, just kind of dealt with what life was doing and I kept it there. And I didn't know that you could ask for more. I was so excited about, I guess, being humble, just being grateful for what I have. I never thought about asking more. And I really didn't think that I was sabotaging my growth by not asking for more. You don't think about that kind of stuff when you're meek and humble. You don't. You think God's done plenty for me. I'm not about to bother him for some more. I'm going to be happy with what I have. I'm going to make it work. But it's not true. I mean, it's true a little bit, right? Like some aspects of that is true, but that's not the end of the story. God wants you to ask for more. He wants to give you more, and you should have more. You should totally have more. And I didn't even think about that. What made me think about it more is my children. Being with my children, my husband, these newfound family friends, right? That made me want more. I wanted to be able to say yes to the invites. I wanted to be able to give more and be more of a blessing. I wanted to just enjoy more. I wanted to be present more. And in turn, that taught me to want more. There were so many different things that I had to make sure that I put myself through. And I'm talking about full-blown encouragement of growth, right? Like, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm making you dizzy. I'm usually at my computer, but I had to teach myself, one, how to be honest with myself and honest with God about my wants. I was so busy being humble and just appreciating everything that I had. I didn't even realize that I wasn't being completely honest. I didn't realize that I was upset about the things I couldn't do, about the things I couldn't have, right? I didn't even realize it. I was just trying to kick that emotion out. I was trying to kick it out. And I didn't want to be in that place of envy or anything like that. And I definitely was not going to compare myself to somebody else's life. This is mine, and they got theirs. So I stayed in that place for a long time, and I didn't realize I'm not being honest. There were several times where I'm praying about my health. I was praying about the status. I was praying about next steps. And through prayer, the guidance kept questioning me. It's like my questions weren't necessarily getting answered. My questions led to more questions. And one of those questions were, what do you want? And I just kept thinking, nothing, and I'm fine. But that third time, I felt like, okay, it keeps coming up. I keep seeing it in movies, the songs, right? People randomly commenting to me, and it's like, what do you want? One moment. Let's see, hold on. One moment. See, making some moves. Making some moves. All right, hold on. Let's see. See, I'm about to get out of here. Oh, now let me see. Let me see. What in the world? This thing is crazy. So, anybody who's still been here, I have finished now. So now we can talk. It's got to the pre-scheduled program. Now, like I said, today we're talking about wanting more. Do you realize that if you don't want more, then why should anyone else give you more? Why should you have more? If you can't maintain what you have, if you're not asking, actively looking, if you're not searching for more, then you kind of have to understand that what you get is probably based on that alone, right? And it makes sense. When I first started this journey of really trying to figure out what was happening to me health wise, when I was trying to figure it out, all I kept coming across was, well, why is this happening? And what do you want to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I honestly just had never had that question asked to me before. So once I started actually thinking about it and actually entertaining that question, it made my mind go into so many different areas. Like, because for me, like I said, my biggest area that needed expansion was my health. See, now a lot of people don't know that I actually have brain tumors. I need to check the status of them, but I do. They've been there for a few years now, and I've had brain surgery almost 4 years. Next month, it'll be 4 years. Now, during this during this journey, I learned so much about life. I learned so much about people, about business, about children, and I learned a lot about myself. And one thing is, if you actually choose to live, if you want a life full of abundance, if you want a life that's going to touch other people and have a ripple effect, you have to want more. And it's true. There's nothing selfish about wanting more, wanting something that's going to be greater than what you already have, because it's there's so much of life to live. It really truly is. But you have to want it. You have to want it, and you have to be willing to work for it. Now, working for it doesn't mean that it's going to be crazy hard, like it's going to be really, really difficult. Working for it means that you want to maintain it because it's special, because it's something you've been waiting for, you know? And having the brain tumors really showed me that there's so much of life that we take for granted. Like, a lot of people don't care about, being sick and having a cold, but I'm telling you, having all those different issues taught me so much. It taught me so much. Like, I did not know how strong I am. I didn't know how strong I was and how strong I am without these issues. You know how you just think that you're confident and you can just be like, well, I can handle it all. I'm good. I'm good, right? You don't know that until you've been through some things. Like, it's true. You really don't know that until you have been through some things. And everything that you've been through doesn't mean that you're about to die. That is the end of the world, that life doesn't go on. And I'm not telling you, yes, it does. I promise you, yes, it does. There are so many different things that I started from my bed. From my bed. I started to live my best life being stuck in bed. And I mean it, I'm telling you. So having all the kids that I have, all right, being stuck in my bed all those years, not being able to do hardly anything, you know, I have learned so much about life and the proper ways to appreciate it, to live it, and to be a blessing. With all the things that you have going on, there's really no excuse for you not to be happy. There's really no excuse for you not to be helping your fellow man. It's no excuse for you not to be at peace with who you are. But somehow we're still getting it wrong. Like, somehow we're still not doing that. And I'm telling you, it starts with wanting more. Are you happy with what you have?
If there's any areas that you can halfway, if you stall to answer that question, then that's one thing. If there's any area that you can honestly say, you know what, I can use a little change right here, a little bit of that, and I could do without this one, then that's a start. That's a start. Like, be honest with yourself. That's a start. Because I promise you, ooh, something made noise. I promise you, it's there's so much out here that's available to you. There's so much more that you can do for yourself and for others. Why not have more? Now, you have some people that have way more shoes than they're supposed to have. They got way more friends than they're supposed to have, especially if you call all the homies friends. That's too much. You're not doing that right. If you have a lot of tasks, your hands are busy, you steadily picking up new chores and things to do. That's too much. You might want less. You might want less in some areas, but ultimately, more is not a bad thing. Ask yourself, ask yourself, what is it about me that I can enhance? What is it about me that can use some guidance, can use some strengthening, just can use some solitary time with God, really? What is it about me? Do I know everything about me? Is there areas I need to explore? You want to do that? Because you really, I'm telling you, until you actually go through some stuff, you really just don't know. Until you say yes to a challenge, you don't know you can get through that challenge. And right now, guys, you want to position yourself, okay? You want to make sure that you get yourself ready. You want to make sure that you get yourself in position to say yes, because there's amazing things happening right now. Now, there's some crazy things going on. This is true. But there are some amazing things happening in the world right now. And all of you guys on the call, on this video, watching this replay, you are in alignment. Just the fact that you're here, you're in alignment with what's happening. Okay. You're not new to this. You are not new to business. You are not new to being a good person. You are not new to who God is. Now it's time to put all these things together and make sure that you do it on purpose. That's why we're here. We're going to set new intentions. This intention you want to set today is to be expanded, to grow and reach more, to bring more to you. It's not going to be bad. Don't start stressing. Don't start stressing thinking, I can't handle more. My plate is full. My plate is full. Your plate is full because you need to slap some stuff off of there so God can give you more. A lot of people keep thinking that I'm never going to be able to get more because I'm just doing too much. If you feel like that, like if the statement, when you say that, I'm doing too much, I got a lot going on. If you're saying it in that type of tone, oh, then there's some things that you need to take off of your list, some things you need to smack off of your plate because it should never feel like that. Anyone who, when you make sure that you are in alignment and you set your intentions, that you have these moments with God, you have these moments that you're praying and you're making sure that you are getting the guidance that you need to set your footsteps so that you make sure that all your energy goes exactly where it's supposed to, or what doesn't feel like work because you know what the point is. You know what you're doing it for. You know the whys. When you know the whys, you don't waste no time. Okay, you start saying no a lot more because you're not wasting no time. You got things to do. That's where you want to be. When you are in alignment and you understand your point and purpose and the why, when you understand that, everything you do is more intentional and you make sure that your energy is good to do it. You make sure that your performance is on point. You make sure that you get the rest and recovery after so that you can do it again. And you feel good. You feel good because you know you did what was right. You know you did it the proper way. You know you didn't waste any energy. You know you prepped. You know you rested. It sounds like a lot, but this is supposed to be your normal everyday routine for real. This is supposed to be you every day, all day. It's not supposed to be such a hectic thing to do. When it's hectic, that means your life is imbalanced. And when it's imbalanced, oh, it shows up. It shows up in everything that you do, all the things that you touch. It's off. So you want to make sure that you get into a place that you know this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be. And when you know that point, that purpose, the why, you don't feel like you're working. And it's very close to that same enjoyable feeling that you have when you know that you are living in your purpose and your passions. When your passions are highlighted, when you understand what they have that represents your purpose, it doesn't feel like work. You ever had people tell you that? Like, well, I like what I'm doing. It don't feel like work at all. I don't want to be anywhere else. That's what it feels like when you have everything matched up. When you do that and you're not overworking yourself because you know how to say no, you have your boundaries set. Like I said, you know what you're doing. You're not confused. There's no energy being wasted or used. You can do a lot more in your day. Now, there's 24 hours for all of us. You're not going to get any more of that. There's not going to get more of the time period that you have. You're not going to be able to get more time. So don't ask for that. But you can do more with your time. Hello, Sunday. How are you? I am glad that you are here. How are you doing? Yes, you are not going to be able to get more with your time. Everybody has the same 24, but you can be very selective and very intentional with what it is that you're putting your energy into. A lot of people think that the more that you do, the more value you have. And that's not always true. There's a lot of people that's just full of busy work. Busy work. I mean, just they're on their phones. You might be watching a movie. You might be playing a game. You may be chatting on the phone. You may just be out shopping, walking around. You may be traveling. But what are you doing that is enhancing your life? And what are you doing that's enhancing others? You know, are you doing this for yourself? I always wanted to travel. I always wanted to do more. Are you doing this attached to any purpose, any meaning past just because I can? Because that's not necessarily a great place to be. That's when you start wasting a lot of money. That's when you start wasting a lot of time. Even if you know, I'm just doing it just because. Let it be for a true reason. You're doing it because what? Now, I say that, like I'm picking with you, and that's not even true. I say that because most of us just have no clue what we're doing. Like we right here pop locking in these streets. We really are not paying attention to what we're doing at all. And it shouldn't be that way. If anybody's going to know what they're doing, it should be you. You should know what you're doing. But if you know, I am taking this vacation because I need a break. I have worked very hard and I'm not about to wear myself out. Have fun. Okay, send a postcard. Have a good old time. I think that is important. But if you're just out loitering, you should never loiter. You should never loiter. That is something you do not want to do. Loitering means any activity that has no purpose. Who has time like that to waste? I don't. I'm sure you don't either. So you don't want to get stuck in that category of loitering. But what is it? Like, really ask yourself, what do you need more of? Now, we get real selfish when we start asking the wants, but there's some true needs out here. And I'm sure we all need some more money in our pocket. I'm sure we all need better food. I know we need better prices for the things that we are purchasing, but that's still very superficial, monetary. It's very earthly, right? Y'all know I'm a spiritual person. Very earthly type of thing. So what is it that you need for yourself? What's going to make you happy? And what's going to make you have the most peace? And what's going to make you feel the most useful? I know in some situations, some of y'all getting used and you probably need to cut off some folks, but it's a real question. What would bring you the most, just that satisfying feeling of, I did a good job. Like, I think I did a good job. I know that I gave it my all. I know I changed someone's life today. What makes you feel like that? What in your box of gifts and treasures and talents, skills and experience, what do you have and need more of in that, like, variation of things that you have that you already possess? What do you need more of so that you just know, so that you can be just completely satisfied and understand that I did that. I'm good. I'm enjoying this. What's in that list? It's not my list. It's your list. Everybody's list is different, but that's where you want to go. Go into those places, everyone. Dig deep, find out what you need more of, what you want more of, and once you get your list, add a little bit more to it. Add some more to it. Don't just ask for the things that you need to survive right now. We are done with that, y'all. We are done being on maintenance mode. We are done just surviving. We are done being check to check. We need full-blown expansion, growth, abundance, and overflow. So that's what you need to do. Start somewhere and add some more. What does the numbers look like that you need to have into your house? What does your fridge need to look like to properly eat the way that you need to maintain your health and your routine? What do you need to have coming into your bank account, coming into your household, so that you can bless other people regularly? Regularly. What does that look like? Come on, y'all, dig into it. Move it out the way. Move all the crap out the way. Move it, move it, move it, and get into it. What is it that you need so that you can ask for it, so that you can get the guidance for it, so you can get the tools that you need to establish that? The first tool that you need to ask God for. I'm telling you, you need to ask for that. You need to be clear with yourself. I want this. I want this. I need it. And I'm not going anywhere until I get it. Yeah, it sounds a little rowdy, right? I'm just saying, you guys see how the world is functioning. It's messy. It's messy and it's complicated. You need to have this kind of attitude. You need to be like, you know what? I am not going to go another day trying to figure out where my next paycheck or my next meal's coming from. I'm not going to go another day wondering if I'm going to get that promotion. No, there are things that you do need to just, you know what? All right, we're gonna put our boots on. We're about to strap it up. You need to armor up. You need to be like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for war in this piece. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired. We are going to have what we need. I am going to have what I need. And that's it. No more settling. All up, like we're just leveling up. We are going into abundance realm. We are getting out of maintenance and survival. We are on thrive time. That's it. So everyone, all of you can have more. You deserve more, and it is okay, and it is coming. I just wanted to share that with you today. I already told you I'm not about to have you on the wheel with me. I will go early today because it is safer if I do it that way. But I am so grateful for everybody that showed up. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I wish you guys well the rest of your day. All right. You guys have a good one.